What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Ray back again with another episode of Franchise Tag Fantasy Football. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast versions of it because we took a while to figure out how to do it. Let's just say
I'm
that.
really proud of that, honestly. I'm really proud
The,
of you, Aaron, because you figured it out, not me.
the audio stuff. I know it's a little different on the audio side, especially last episode because Ray was talking about stuff on camera. So if you do listen to the audio version, remember we have a YouTube channel too.
Oh, yeah, I got to remember, sometimes you guys can't see us, and sometimes you can. I got to remember these things, because I was definitely talking to the people that could see us.
Yeah,
but
it happens.
Brain sack stuff.
It happens. So, Ray.
Yes?
What's up?
Oh, just another day. Another day in paradise. Hey, Aaron, let me ask you a question. I was thinking about this last night and the night before. Really a bunch now, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to ask you. But what's your favorite duty station you ever had? For those of you that are unfamiliar with myself and Aaron, we're both we served at the same time, and that's how I met Aaron. Sweet cheeks Aaron himself before the mustache.
Probably Aviano.
Really, literally my least favorite place on planet Earth. Best people, worst place.
You're just tainted with a little bit of saltiness, and I don't know why. It was cool. It was in Europe. It was awesome. But yes, I would agree. By far, the best work environment that I've ever been in for my career field. The best people. Great time in my life. I was young. Didn't wake up with aches and pains after playing softball and drinking all day.
And you didn't have a mustache.
So, that's fair too. But yeah, I'd say it's probably Aviano.
I'd say Washington for me, because there's a good mix of everything. That's a lot of great friends up there. It was a cool job. I actually did my job there instead of just trash. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you because I was like, I wonder what it is. Yeah. Maybe next time I'll ask you what your least favorite is for me. Think about that.
Yeah,
that one. I definitely have one. That's for sure, and it's Italy.
Yeah, I know. You've said this before. I get it. So, but anyways, all right, folks. Today we're going to dive into way back when we did the wide receiver rankings, the top 24 rankings for us last year. Seems like a long time ago. I looked at some of them and I was like, oh,
we don't have to do that.
We might not do. We'll probably do the top 12. We'll probably recap the top 12 because looking at the list, I don't think if any of you try to say, oh, I would have picked this or picked that, shut the heck up. You would not, because there's some people on here that you're like, really? So
maybe you wouldn't have put AJ Brown on the number one receiver.
I definitely didn't, because
maybe you don't do that.
You definitely don't do that, right?
That's tough. Hey, before we get into that though, we got a question on the old YouTube channel from good friend of the show, Grog. Hopefully he'll be on someday. If you're listening out there, Grog, maybe one day.
Maybe for that 16-man mock draft, huh?
The only person that's ever the 16 people that are in that draft are the only 16 people on planet Earth doing that. So let me get the first one out of the way. He said, "Is Waddle overvalued with Hill in that offense in Miami? Because Waddle last season was great value and produced accordingly." And you're going to see on this top 12 list. But now with Hill in town, do you think that Waddle is overvalued? I don't necessarily think so, but
I don't think Waddle's overvalued. I think, and I've said it the last two mock drafts in a row, that I've taken Tyreek Hill in the second round each time, but I said I'd rather probably have Jalen Waddle in the fourth, where he's going for more value, because you could probably, depending on your situation, stack RB and then go get wide receiver like a Keenan Allen and then a Jalen Waddle. You know what I mean? To have some stability there, but the upside of Waddle. I see Tyreek probably with, like he had in Kansas City, anywhere from a 22 to 24% target share. And then I see Waddle anywhere from, I would say, 17 to 21% target share. Because outside of those two, who do they really have? Mike Gesicki. I mean, everyone thought that was going to be the thing last year, and he didn't really.
Chase Edmonds now.
For the dump offs, yeah, but is Tua going to dump the ball off? Is Tua going to drive the ball down the field to Tyreek? Is Tua going to hit Jalen Waddle on a short underneath? We don't really know, because the offense has totally changed from what it was last year.
Oh, yeah. And
so
add to the fact that I think that Sony Michel's going to have a lot more of a role than everybody thinks he's going to have as well.
I
think
can
it's
see
going
it
to be
being a
split
1 and
between-
2 down back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 1A, 1B between him and Chase Edmonds, and then like Raheem Mostert sprinkled in if he's not out for the season. I don't know. There's a lot of weird news going around with like Raheem Mostert that I don't know, and they've been trying to get Mike Gesicki out of that offense forever. So I personally,
he's just never been in that offense. Everyone always hypes him up every year, and I did it last year. I think I had him like tight end 9. Nothing.
Yeah, and they didn't give him a long-term contract either. So, I don't necessarily think that Waddle is overvalued. I think that he's appropriately valued when you consider that had they not went and got Tyreek Hill, I think then he would be overvalued. I think he would have went off the board in like the high end 3.
I would say late
round.
Second, early third.
Yeah, late second, early third. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. I like having Waddle with a more appropriate receiver 1 than risking Tyreek Hill as your receiver 1. And is he going to be a receiver 1? Who knows? He's a bag of beans. He's kind of trash. He's a little bit buns.
He's the most accurate quarterback Tyreek Hill's ever had per Tyreek Hill.
Look, man, you got to hype a guy up, and I'm not here for it. I think those are lies. We see
slander.
Slander. Might as well be slander. Just criminal.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one he was asking. Okay. Hopefully that answered the question, Gruck. This year I'm staying away from DK and Lockett. It feels like
Seattle
this could be the year. It feels like this could be the year before the deadline that one of those gets moved. One of those being DK or Tyler Lockett.
Mm-hmm. If anybody gets moved, it's going to be DK because he doesn't have a long-term deal from them, and he's due the money because Terry McLaurin got his, AJ Brown got his, Deontay Johnson is someone to look out for to be on the move, and DK Metcalf is someone on the lookout to be on the move. I messed that all up because I can't talk.
Whatever you're saying,
but you get what I'm saying.
You got it.
I laid the foundation and the road work, and you guys paved it. You understand what I'm saying?
I think his whiskers got caught in his teeth. So what I think is his main question is, should we be fading them? I don't know about fading them, but I would say draft them appropriately, I guess.
Home leagues, right? Everyone's gonna reach. Sometimes people don't pay attention to stuff that happens in the offseason, like big-time news, and they're still going to think that Russell Wilson's the quarterback of the Seahawks.
Most Seahawks fans. Tough.
But to answer the question, yes, I am fading. I'm for sure fading Tyler Lockett. But I'm slightly semi-fading DK just because I do think that if you're a wide receiver of DK's caliber, or supposedly of his caliber, are you really going to sign a big multi-year, multi-million-dollar extension with Seattle that doesn't have a quarterback fix in sight?
Question. I wouldn't, because you know that he could hit the market, he could get the money, and he can go somewhere that he wants to go. He doesn't have to sign anything. Now, they could franchise tag him. You know, they could.
But then he gets, the average of the top 5 salaries in the NFL.
Then he's going to get cashed out. But, I mean, I get your point, and I would agree. I don't think that
if you're Seattle, go ahead. Sorry.
Unless Drew Lock just shows up and he's just a different human being that isn't Drew Lock, but he's wearing that jersey, I don't know. Probably not.
I don't either. But I mean, if you're Seattle, and someone comes to you and says, "Hey, we'll give you a 2023 second for DK and a compensatory pick," like,
I think it's going to have to be a first.
Do you think
because
so?
AJ Brown got shipped for a first. Why wouldn't DK?
That's fair. That is fair. But if someone comes and they're the Packers, the Chiefs, the Bills, someone that has typically going to finish with a better record, make the playoffs, and have a later first-round draft pick, and someone like the Packers, for example, they never draft necessarily a wide receiver in the first round, but why would you not try to go out and get him? And then you basically get to I know you're going to take on that contract at the same time, but it's like I'm getting this player who wants to come play here, so that's got to be some form of leverage where you don't have to pay him buku amounts of money.
I think that maybe we're probably going to revisit this in the midst of the season.
Yeah,
I do think that he gets moved.
I do too. So, anyways, long story short, Grog, yes, fading both of them, but still drafting them appropriately if they come up, and I think DK gets moved.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe even Tyler Lockett. Who knows?
Yeah,
that whole situation is a dumpster fire.
It is. Definitely is. All right, dude. You want to recap our rankings from last year?
Don't word it that way. Don't you say that to me. I don't want to do anything like that.
Oh, so we don't want to, we won't do anything then. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're going to do it. Anyways, so I went off of half point PPR standings for week 1 through week 18 of the 2021 season. We have at number 1, surprise, Cooper Kupp. Right? So going into last year, Ray had him at 22. I had him at 22. Number 2, we had Deebo Samuel. Ray and I did not have him ranked in the top 24 last year. We only ranked the top 24 for you guys to show you. Didn't have him inside the top 24. Finished number 2, slightly to do with because he was a wide receiver that got running back reps and scored a couple touchdowns in that format. Number 3, Devontae Adams. Ray had him at 2. I had him at 1. I mean, it's Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers. This year, I've got him slightly lower. I think he'll still probably finish top 10 so off sheer volume. Number 4, Justin Jefferson. Ray had him at 6. I had him at 6. Number 5, for some reason, wide receivers, the only rookie class outside of quarterback that we didn't rank. We don't know what was going on last year. We just didn't throw the wide receivers in.
I think it was the time frame.
Or the rookie wide receivers.
The show.
Could have been. But Jamar Chase finished at 5, and we didn't have him ranked because he was a rookie last year, and we didn't actually stat out the rookie wide receivers. Number 6, plays for the Dolphins now. Tyreek Hill. Ray had him at 4. I had him at 2. Number 7, Stephon Diggs. Ray had him at 3. I had him at 3. Number 8, Ray's favorite player, Mike Evans. I had him at 14, and Ray had him at 14. I guess that'd technically be Brandon's favorite player.
It's not mine. It's not mine.
Number 9 is Deontay Johnson. We talked about him. Even with the washed-up spaghetti noodle arm, Ben Roethlisberger, he finished at 9. Wasn't in Ray's top 24, and he was 23 for me. Number 10, Big Mike Williams. Was not ranked inside of our top 24s. Whoa. Number 11, apologize, was Hunter Renfrow.
I do not think that he even sniffs the top 10 this season.
I think he'll probably be a top 36, maybe top 42. But he was not in our top 24s. And finishing out, someone else we discussed earlier was number 12, was DK Metcalf. Ray had him at 8. I had him at 9. We can do the top 24 if you think we got time.
Jam through them real fast, I guess.
All right. So 12 is DK. 13, talked about them also, was Tyler Lockett. Ray had him at 15. I had him at 15. 14 was Keenan Allen. Ray had him at 10. I had him at 11. 15, Michael Pittman Jr. Not inside either one of our top 24s. 16. Oh, I guess we did stat out some rookies because we have Jalen Waddle in here. Oh, nope, I lied. They have Jalen Waddle in here.
Yeah.
He's not in our top 24s. 17 was Chris Godwin. Ray had him at 19. I had him at 18. 18 was CeeDee Lamb. Ray had him at 24. I had him at 19. 19 was DJ Moore. Ray had him at 18. I had him at 20. 20 was Brandon Cooks, not inside of our top 24s. 21, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 22, T. Higgins. 23, Marquise Brown. And 24, Darnell Mooney, not inside of our top 24s. Some players of note. Terry McLaurin, you had him at 9. I had him at 13. He finished at 25. Amari Cooper, we both had him at 12. He finished at 27. Adam Thielen, you had him at 17. I had him at 21. He finished at 28. I'm saving one for last. D-Hop, you had him at 5. I had him at 4. He finished at 43. These are just people that were inside of our top 24. Robert Woods, 16 and 17 respectively, finished at 49. Robbie Anderson, 23, 24 respectively, finished at 50. Allen Robinson, 11 and 10 respectively, finished at 86. Calvin Ridley, 7 and 5, 7 for you, 5 for me, finished at 104. Michael Thomas, you had him at 13, I had him 8. He was a non-participant, didn't play at all last year.
You don't say.
Calvin Ridley ended up getting suspended or taking mental health and got suspended, so he only played 4 games, something like that.
I don't even remember it was 4.
I don't either. Anyway, it's the one that I saved for last. Last but not least, AJ Brown. Ray had him at 1. I hit him at 7. Do you want to guess where he finished without looking?
I already looked, but
I need the listeners to take a guess. Think of it in your head. 3, 2, 1. He finished at 32. Not very good for the People's Champ, Ray.
No, he was hurt though. He was hurt a lot of the year.
Yeah, well,
a lot of this does have to do with injury, though. A lot of these guys did
number 1 overall. Yeah, I mean some of them, but no one really had Cooper Kupp at 1 either going into the season.
I know we're gonna get somebody in the comments. Oh, I had him at number 1. No, you didn't. You're lying.
Rams fans, Josh Mendenhall, where you at, Josh? Did you have him at 1? You diehard Rams fan. All right. Guess what? We're doing a superflex mock draft today.
Can't wait for that 16-man draft. Let me tell you, I'm really
ready for our superflex mock draft.
You better believe it.
All right, let's get it all set up then, dude.
While he's doing that, so I want to just preface this by saying that the receivers are probably one of our weakest groups that we actually statted out. I think we got a lot stronger when the show started rolling. So just want to give us a little, I guess, cop out, whatever you want to call it.
A little cop out? You want to cop
out?
A little cop
out. I definitely want to with that AJ Brown take.
I'm sorry, dude.
Do you want to know who I think the receiver one's going to be this year?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, I think it's going to be Justin Jefferson.
I mean, that's not very bullish. Here, Ray,
no.
I'm sending you the link now. Can you get in, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, guys.
I'm going to stay a little less on fire this time.
For your Justin Jefferson take?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around there. Now watch, he just falls off the face of the planet, and I just doomed him forever.
Oh, that's a nice new picture you have there, Raymond. You guys will be able to see this in just a second, I promise. Oh, there's Ray's little picture.
It's tough to see, but let me tell you, it's worth the look.
All right, so I'm gonna randomize these orders, guys. You will be able to get to see the random order. We always randomize the draft order. Oh my god, that sucks.
Perfect.
That sucks. Perfect. So anyways, Ray went to 12, I went to 10 in a super flex mock draft. So we have obviously super flex, 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 regular flex. And obviously with the super flex, you can take a different positional player rather than a quarterback, but you need to take a quarterback because you need quarterbacks. Technically, you need 3 quarterbacks in this type of league. But all right, Ray, without further ado, are you ready to get into it?
As soon as you stop petting that thing.
I did it just to make you mad now.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's start this draft. All right, so Josh Allen first, Jonathan Taylor second, Justin Herbert third, Lamar Jackson fourth, Pat Mahomes fifth, Joe Burrow 6, Kyler Murray 7, Cooper Kupp 8, Jamar Chase 9, and I'm on the clock here. So, it is a super flex. Not so much of a premium on running backs anymore. Christian McCaffrey is still on the board. But as you said, Ray, I'm going to take Justin Jefferson because I think he will finish as wide receiver 1 overall.
I knew.
Austin Eckler goes next, and now Ray's on the clock at the 12.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the boldest move. I'm gonna take Christian McCaffrey here, and then I'm going to stack it with Dak.
Then you're going to take Dak. Okay, so then Najee goes, and I'm back on the clock here. Dang, I haven't drafted a superflex in a while. I'm going to see what's going down here. I feel like if you, especially in a superflex, if you don't take one of the top quarterbacks, you're going to be hurting. So I'm going to take, and I know Ray hates him, I'm going to take Jalen Hurts as my quarterback 1 for the upside.
Disgusting.
The rushing upside.
Right after you, Derrick Henry, Travis Kelce, Russell Wilson, Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Stephon Diggs, Mark Andrews, Matt Stafford, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Nicholas Chubb, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Kyle Pitts, Alvin Kamara, Javonte Williams, and Aaron is back on the clock. God, that feels like that's a lot off the board.
That is. I can probably shore up my position here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take Saquon or Aaron Jones. That's who I'm leaning towards right now.
Oh.
I'm going to take Saquon in the hopes that he gets back healthy and he stays healthy all year.
As soon as you did that, I'm going to go ahead and take Aaron Jones because I think he could not possibly be more involved. And then this is where it's going to get tricky because I know that 1, 2, 3 teams already have 2 quarterbacks. Means everybody else is going to need him.
Yep.
Do I roll the dice and go Trey Lance here?
Should.
Do I? I think I should because I think.
I'm just kidding. You let me get to you, bro.
I think you're going to take him. I think that the Derek Carr team is going to take him. I'm going to take Trey Lance and hope for the rushing upside.
All right, so Debo Samuel then goes next in between us. And Ray did say Derek Carr. Derek Carr went between my Saquon pick and his Aaron Jones pick. Ray took Trey Lance. Debo goes. I'm just going to go ahead. Most every team except for now. Well, technically 2 of them don't even have a quarterback. I'm going to stack here. I'm going to take Kirk Cousins as my second quarterback off the board, stack with Justin Jefferson. I think I'll get some good value that week.
Yeah.
Those weeks. And then Leonard Fournette, Breece Hall, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Darren Waller, George Kittle, Cam Akers, Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen Waddle to end out the round 4, David Montgomery, James Conner, Keenan Allen, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman. Team 8 takes their first quarterback with Tua. Team 9 takes Antonio Gibson, and I'm back on the clock here. It's kind of really up to me and whatever I want. I'm looking, excuse me. I have 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 2 quarterbacks in the quarterback premium. I'm going to take Ray's favorite pick here. And I'm going to take Terry McLaurin.
I thought you were going Mike Williams. Travis Etienne went between us, and now I'm back on the clock, and I think I'm going to go Mike Williams and Jerry Jeudy.
Ooh, okay, I see. Then Justin Fields goes between us.
And you're back on the clock.
And I am back on the clock, huh?
Since I've gone Courtland Sutton a bunch of times, I just want to say that I at least drafted Jerry Jeudy 1 time.
1 time in a fake draft that counts for nothing. So, you know what? I'm going to do it. I've done it every draft. I'm going to take Marquise Brown again.
Right after you drafted Marquise Brown, A.J. Dillon, Josh Jacobs, J.K. Dobbins, DJ Moore, Trevor Lawrence, Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz, Chris Godwin, Elijah Mitchell, Allen Robinson, Matt Ryan, Brandon Cooks. I think Matt Ryan right there is pretty good. Courtland Sutton, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which is actually hurt. We should have went over people that got hurt in the training camp, but next episode. T.J. Hawkinson, Darnell Mooney, Amon St. Brown. My goodness, I'm like you right now. I can't talk.
It happens, man.
Miles Sanders, and you're back on the clock.
I really wanted the Miles Sanders pick to come back to me. I wanted to stack with Jalen Hurts and have another running back, and it didn't work. So I am going to stick with that strategy that I was talking about and scroll down so you guys can see on the screen if you're watching. But I am going to stack Jalen Hurts with Dallas Goedert here. I do think there's still wide receivers and running backs that I can get later in the rounds, but having at least a couple players to stack, especially in a superflex, to help bolster your points those weeks will help.
I was really, really hoping that Damian Harris would have fell back to me.
And Damian Harris went right between us.
I was really hoping he would have fell back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and just shore up my receiving room because I don't think there's anything really left in the running back arena that I really care about. Take a look at what quarterbacks are left. Mac Jones, Deshaun Watson, and Ryan Tannehill.
Okay.
I don't like any part of that. Marcus Mariota, I guess, but no, thank you. Pass. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill out my receiving room. I'm going to go ahead and take Rashad Bateman, and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay, not a bad pick. Ken Walker goes next. In case you guys don't know, Chris Carson retired today. So
Ken Walker to the moon.
Ken Walker to the moon, essentially.
What are you thinking about here?
I'm gonna think running back here. I have 3 wide receivers. That covers basically my 2 starting wide receivers, my 1 flex, and I only have 1 running back for the 2 starting running back positions that I have. So I'm gonna have to find something that's going to work for me. Mm-hmm. So right now, realistically, I'm leaning between Kareem Hunt and the current starting running back for Seattle, Rashad Penny. I really just don't know what
this is like playing flag
to
time.
do. Yeah, it is playing your flag time, and it's gross, it's nasty, it's disgusting. I mean, people forget that Rashad Penny was a first round pick.
It's rightfully so. People should forget those things.
Was a first round pick.
People should forget that.
But I'm gonna take Kareem Hunt.
I like that. Mac Jones went right after using Gabriel Davis, Tony Pollard, Devin Singletary, Devonta Smith, Deshaun Watson, which again I'm assuming he's not going to play for the season.
Same.
Cordell Patterson, Michael Thomas, Zach Ertz, Drake London, Treylon Burks, DeAndre Hopkins, Dawson Knox, Pat Freiermuth, Rashad Penny, Hunter Renfrow, Ryan Tannehill, Zach Wilson, and you're back on the clock.
So if you are watching the YouTube version, you saw my hands go up on the screen. And you know why my hands went up on the screen, Ray?
Why?
Because Chase Edmonds made it back to me. And I'm going to auto smash Chase Edmonds right here.
Auto smash. Well, now that I'm back on the clock because Mike Gesicki went off the board, I'm really torn between taking the upside that James Cook has with supplanting Devin Singletary, because I think all they've ever done is try and get rid of Devin Singletary. Going with what I think is probably the best value with Melvin Gordon. Still going to be splitting work, but
I like that.
Probably still going to be a 50-50 share. He probably gets the goal line work. Or going with, I think, the home run hit with Ramon J. Stevenson.
Or are you asking me, like, you want my input, or are you going to tell me
I would like your input. What do you think about that? What do you think about those 3?
I would probably take Melvin Gordon over all of those. But if you want the home run upside, because your starting 2 running backs are pretty locked in, go Ramondre.
I want to be safe. I want to be safe at home. I'm going to go Melvin Gordon. I'm going to go because I want to be safe.
You want to be safe?
It doesn't really matter because I have the next.
It really doesn't. Yeah, you have the next one.
It really
doesn't arguing about.
There is not a single tight end left. If this was Madden, I'd be smashing Noah Fant right now. Let me tell you, best Madden tight end that's ever existed. But this isn't Madden. I know you're looking at that like it's weird. Ask Jordan. Next time you talk to him, ask him. I don't like anything left on the tight end board, so I'm going to just completely punt that position.
Okay.
Let me take a look at what's left the quarterback. Jameis Winston is there. J-Bo. Yep. Carson Wentz. Daniel Jones. Jared Goff. Davis Mills. Baker Mayfield. Do I go Baker as my third quarterback off the board?
Are you going to reach for him?
No. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about him on my roster.
Okay. Think about him.
Thinking of it out loud. I'm going to go ahead and get Adam Thielen again because he's there.
That's how I was going to take this round if you didn't. So Ray took Adam Thielen, then Elijah Moore goes. Obviously, quarterbacks we've already talked about. I'm going to take Ray's pick that Ray always typically takes around here, and I'm going to take Chris Olave because I don't think he'll make it back to me, and I need some more wide receivers.
I don't think he would either. So after you took Chris Olave, Brandon Ayuk went, Garrett Wilson, Christian Kirk, J-Bo went. That sucks. Russell Gage, James Cook went, Tyler Lockett, Robert Woods, Cole Kmet, Chase Claypool, Alberto. Let's do that. Ramon J. Stevenson went. Hey, I was hoping he was going to fall back to me. Alan Lazard, Sky Moore, Michael Carter, Kadarius Toney, Ronald Jones, Michael Gallup, and you are back on the clock, Aaron.
I was really hoping Kadarius would come back to me. Isaiah Spiller, I don't think would be a bad shout. I think I'm gonna probably hold off on running back. So, um,
I like Isaiah Spiller here.
I do too. I'm gonna see what's going on over here. I might actually look back at running backs. At this point in time, man, it's just hard because you need certain things to happen.
Yeah,
And if
that's where
certain
you're
things, if certain things don't happen, then you're kind of just your roster locked anyways. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna lock up a wide receiver that I haven't drafted at all this year, but has a great quarterback and has shown some production, and he should hopefully just help me get through. But I'm gonna take Tyler Boyd.
James Williams went between us, and now I'm back on the clock. So, I know Christian Watson got put on the pup. I don't care. I want a piece, and I'm glad that I got Christian Watson and at least something, even if it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
If Marquez Valdez-Scantling couldn't do it
pick.
with Aaron Rodgers, I don't believe that he can do it with Patrick Mahomes. I don't believe. Now, watch him prove me wrong, but
He probably will.
yeah, he probably will. Let's take a look at what's left at running back, and I'm going to go ahead and take Isaiah Spiller.
Okay.
And not hope that something happens to Austin Eckler, but if it does, then I do have a very nice addition to my team.
What you do? Let's see here. So Noah Fant goes between you and I. I still need a third quarterback because in super flexes you're going to want to draft 3 quarterbacks. Could use another running back realistically. Tight end I'm okay. I'm good at. Wide receiver I'm okay at. So I'm gonna say to heck with it. And I'm gonna roll the dice, my dude. And for right now, I am gonna take. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. See, I'm trying to talk myself into it, right?
Please talk us through it while you're talking.
I'm gonna take. Sorry, I'm gonna take Tim Patrick. I was looking for him. I think I could probably get him later, but I'm not gonna risk it. And I'm just gonna call my shots on who I want to take right now. Oh, as you can see.
Did it freeze?
No, I accidentally clicked his name. I took Tim Patrick, and Irv Smith goes. Alexander Madison goes. Damian Pierce goes. Rondell Moore goes. Marquez Valdez-Scantling goes. James Robinson, Tyler Higbee, Naeem Hines, Jarvis Landry, Rashad White, Marlon Mack, Darrell Henderson, Tyler Algier, J.D. McKissick, Hunter Henry, David Njoku, Jahad Dotson, Kenny Galladay. No one wants to take these quarterbacks at all. So what do I need here? I could probably go with one more running back just to see. They've been talking about it being a timeshare. I'm going to take Khalil Herbert here.
Okay. Devontae Parker went between us, which he's a guy that I've been picking up late in drafts because I really like the fact that he is the only show in town as a receiving option.
Yep.
Well, I guess not. Well, Jacoby Myers showed up last season.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I like Devontae Parker a little more. With the running backs left right now, Kenneth Gainwell, Gus Edwards. I don't know who that guy is again. Who's Treyon Davis Pierce Price? Who is that guy?
Tyrion Davis Price. He's a rookie for the Niners.
Well, I'm going to go with another one of my late round picks that I got last draft, and I'm going to go with Darrell Williams.
That works.
Because I just think that there's going to be a pass catching back in that offense.
That works.
But James Conner does have them hands, some sweet hands.
Stop it.
All right, so
last pick.
Here we go. Here it is. Do I believe in Carson Wentz more than I believe in Baker Mayfield?
I don't know.
Do I believe in Daniel Jones more than I believe in Baker Mayfield? Do I believe in Marcus Mariota more than I believe in Baker Mayfield?
Do you or don't you?
I'm going to take Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But
Jacoby Myers goes next, and then I'm going to surprise everybody here. And I think he did a pretty okay job last year in the situation that he was given. They haven't traded for anybody yet to replace him. So I'm going to take Davis Mills.
Yeah.
He's going to throw to Brandon Cooks the entire time. Carson Wentz turns the ball over too much. But anyways, after me goes DJ Chark, Kenneth Gainwell, Gus Edwards. That's a good shout in the 14th round there. Tyrion Davis Price, Jamal Williams, McCole Hardman, George Pickens, Jamison Crowder, and Curtis Samuel. I forgot Curtis Samuel was even in the NFL.
I like the Mecole Hardman at the very, very, very end of the draft. I like that because somebody is going to be viable in that offense, and he's the only one that's been there.
I agree.
But then, why hasn't he done it yet?
Why hasn't he done it yet?
Why hasn't he been that number 3 piece that they've looked for forever?
Because he's not that good. They drafted him to replace Tyreek Hill, and then Tyreek Hill stayed around. So this might be his year. You never know.
I like the pick at the end. Like, what are you losing at the end of a 12-man superflex? What are you losing?
Nothing.
Just beans.
And in case y'all haven't noticed yet this offseason, we have not drafted a kicker or defense one time. You know why?
Get those kickers out of your league.
Tell them
get them out of your league.
Tell them by. Anyways, I will show you the full draft board.
Won't you show me yours? I'll show you mine.
So out of this, Ray, I have Jalen Hurts and Kirk Cousins as quarterbacks, Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, Marquise Brown, Chris Olave, Tyler Boyd, and Tim Patrick as my wide receivers, with Saquon Barkley, Kareem Hunt, Chase Edmonds, and Khalil Herbert as my running backs. And I almost forgot about Davis Mills as a quarterback because that's how worthless the pick was. And I have Dallas Goedert at my tight end.
How dare you?
But if you've noticed in this with my starting 2 quarterbacks, I found some way to stack them with another piece on their team. And that's just kind of how it works. I do not like my team that much, to be honest with you. I do not like, even in regular redraft, not superflex, I don't like anywhere from 6 to 9 or 10. I'd rather be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 11, 12.
Well, I think I like my team a lot more than what I thought.
I definitely like your team.
So, if you didn't notice, I didn't even draft a tight end. I figured that position at this point where I could have got one was basically worthless. And whoever I was going to put in there was going to get 3 points to 5 points a week anyway. So I can drop somebody that might not pan out. I could drop Baker for all. It doesn't matter. What difference does it make? But anyways, my quarterbacks are Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, and Baker Mayfield, which most likely Baker's probably going to get cut right at the beginning of the season for a tight end. My running backs go Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Melvin Gordon, Isaiah Spiller, and Darrell Williams. My receivers, I think they're kind of weak, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Rashad Bateman, Juju Smith-Schuster, Adam Thielen, and Christian Watson. One of those got to hit, right? That's what I think. No, I think that Mike Williams is the number 1 in that really potent offense. I think Jerry Jeudy has an option to be the 1A or the 1B for a Russell Wilson-led offense. And boy, am I planting my flag on Juju Smith-Schuster in this draft because I have to. I don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be somebody, but I don't know who it's going to be. It's tough.
That's fair. I'm trying to look and see what team I just absolutely, really, really like.
I can tell you that I really, really hate Team 9. That they're not going to win a game. Nope. Nope. Lester Chase puts 40 up. No way.
Team 8 is.
I like 7.
Good 7. Pretty
I like
okay. 7. I was just looking at one of them. Team 1 honestly isn't that bad.
No, I like Team 1 as well. I think they're well rounded. Team 1 would be Josh Allen, Matt Stafford as quarterbacks. Running back would be DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Elijah Mitchell, and Rashard White from Tampa Bay, which I think he might have a role because Leonard Fournette's still 175 pounds overweight. Then you have your Jalen Waddle, Allen Robinson, Drake London, Chase Claypool, Jarvis Landry, and Curtis Samuel as your receivers. I like that team. And Zach Ertz and Goldman.
Not bad. Let us know in the comments, guys, who you think has the best overall team. Ray and I are probably in agreement on team 1 right there. Superflex is a little different. It's a little weird. A lot of people that play it love it. I personally have never played a league. I know the concept of how to draft in a league, and I think that it sucks because, as you can see, places where people would normally take running backs, quarterbacks go 1 overall. So, but anyways, what's in store for the next episode, Ray? Running back review.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
And we're gonna feel better about
ourselves. Yeah, we're gonna feel better about ourselves. We're gonna be like, hey, we got a bunch right this time, guys. Take a look.
Are you sure?
Probably not.
I did the numbers already today, but I brain dumped. I like to be surprised too.
Probably not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
See you next time.
Yeah. So we'll mock draft again. We're gonna debate if it's the 16-man next week or not. I would love to get a bunch of our friends together to do the full 16-man. Maybe not have all the audio for them, but just so you can see an actual live draft outside of computer with the 16-man. So if you guys want to be part of the 16-man draft, let us know. Please. We need
literally no one's responding to that.
Maybe not. But anyways, you got anything else, Ray?
No, sir. Just make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share. Please help us out. Help you boys out.
YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcast at. The follows help on there as well. Leave 5-star reviews on Apple because that helps us get noticed. But yeah, other than that, we will see you next time.